Greetings and welcome. How are we all feeling at the moment? Today's topic is on learned helplessness. And this is something that we reinforce a lot in our minds. And learned helplessness is basically limiting yourself because you believe that you can't. You believe that you are useless. You believe that you are not good enough and nothing you do ever makes a difference. And learned helplessness is known in the psychological world as someone who has very little room to grow and someone who constantly believes that they can't get better and they don't take accountability, responsibility. And learned helplessness is very, very dangerous actually. And it's something we learn during our childhood or when people have told us in our past that we're not good enough, so we limit ourselves because of that. The thing is with learned helplessness, it is a form of self-sabotage. You are only hurting yourself by believing that you can't. Because the more you believe that you can't, the more you will believe that you can't. And learned helplessness is self-sabotage. You are stopping yourself from leveling up, moving on, growing, learning, developing, because you've put yourself in the state of absolute redundancy, that you have no purpose, there's no value, and you can't get better and you can't do better, and the prospect of trying something new becomes extremely daunting and scary. Learned helplessness is very limiting. It stops you from achieving so much in your life. If you want to start a new goal, but you've got this mindset of learned helplessness, you might engage in that goal for like one day, and then after that you're gonna say, no, but I can't. No, but I can't. And that's gonna reinforce that, and then over time you'll be doing less and less and less and less and less until you are completely stuck and complacent. It's very limiting and it holds you back. It almost puts this mental block in your mind that becomes impossible to shift once it's rooted in your mind. And this mental block stops you in any way of experiencing new things, creating better in the future, and establishing a better mindset. And learned helplessness is incredibly destructive. It can destroy almost every area of your life. Your work, because you believe you are useless at your work. You believe you're a useless partner and you can't work on the relationship because you don't know how. And that's the thing with learned helplessness. It's always about, I don't know how. But do your research, go out there, talk to people, find out. Do what you need to lift this limiting belief that you have that you are useless, because no one is useless. And it's going to destroy your social life. It's going to destroy your work, your family, your home life. You may not be able to engage in any hobbies. And the sad thing about learned helplessness is that we get stuck in our comfort zone. We get comfortable with not doing anything. We get comfortable with not knowing. We get comfortable with not improving. And that's what creates stagnation. And stagnation means that you stuck in one place for the rest of your life, and it will lead to complacency. You won't be able to get out of this deep pit that you dug for yourself. And stagnation leads to lack of purpose. And because you have lack of purpose, you will be even less motivated to do more, or to try more, or to be more. And the sad thing about learned helplessness is it becomes a state of mind that is reinforced. Say you have a mindset of learned helplessness and you need to learn a new skill. It's going to be incredibly difficult to learn that skill because you're reinforcing the whole time in your mind that you're limited, that you have this block, that you can't do new things, that you can't try more. And it becomes a state of mind. Learned helplessness is a state of mind, and it's accompanied by a lot of emotions and feelings of lack of worth, and it becomes a very blurry lens through which you view the world and your internal world. And this state of mind has a massive effect on your perception and how you view life and how you view yourself. And the more helpless we think we are, the more it will manifest in our reality. Because what we focus on, we feel. What you think, what you relate to, is what you create more of. And what you create more of, you reinforce, and then you'll create even more of that. And the more helpless you think you are, the more helpless you will become in your reality, because of that mental block, because of those limitations. And that is really, really difficult to function like that and to be happy like that when you're so stuck in one place and you don't believe in any of your abilities or any of your capabilities. And the thing is with learned helplessness is that we create more problems instead of applying problem solving. The thing is, when you feel you are so useless, you are so worthless, you can't do anything, you create more problems. And your limitations no longer become a challenge, they become a problem. And the more problems you create in your mind, the more problems will emulate and be in your life, be present in your life. And a good way to get rid of problems is by applying problem solving, looking for solutions instead of looking for more problems. And that's how you get out of this learned helplessness stage. Because a problem is only a problem once we make it a problem. And the more helpless you are, the more problems you'll have. And the more problems you have, the more helpless you will feel. And learned helplessness leads to dissatisfaction in life because you can't take calculated risks and you miss opportunities as a result of that. You are so dissatisfied with life because you can't get out of the comfort zone. And unfortunately, to get out of the comfort zone, you have to take risks. But if you have learned helplessness, you will think, oh no, I can't take those risks. I can't do that. I can't do that. And you miss your opportunities because with opportunity comes risk. And you lose out a lot in your life. You literally just close all your doors and say, I'm going to sit in this one room for the rest of my life. And that is so damaging to your mental health and your psyche. Learned helplessness is reinforced by the mindset of I am unable to in every aspect of life. If you say, I am unable to, I don't know how, then you're going to reinforce more of that learned helplessness. Instead of looking at ways to figure it out or to research it, you're going to attract more of those problems into your life. And the thing is, when we have learned helplessness, we tend to become very dependent on other people for validation, for guidance, for help. And you struggle being autonomous. Your autonomy is the ability to be an independent person, to make well-informed decisions, to take risks and take opportunities, and also to be able to manage. Remember, learned helplessness is very dangerous and it can keep you stuck and complacent. Eventually, you won't be able to make meaning, which means that you can't create value and add purpose into your life. It's really a horrible self-destructive cycle. And I urge you to step out of your comfort zone and start experiencing more, start learning more. Instead of, I don't know how, I'm going to learn how to do it. So remember, you are unique and valuable. Take care of that stunning person. Stay strong wherever you're from. You are worthy.